Hello, good evening, good afternoon, good morning and welcome. It's Nurse Richard the Wax Wizard. Thanks for joining me. Have a look at this one. When it clears up in a second, this is one of the most gorgeous removals I've ever seen. It was really enjoyable. Look at that. It's like these folded over strands and ribbons of dead skin is pretty much all it is. But I didn't realise until I pulled it out just how big it was. It was huge. Both me and the patient were quite shocked, to say the least. I think I'd seen his mum the week before and he did mention that he was having trouble hearing. I said, you should have said at the time. So anyway, he came back a week later and look at this. I've slowed it down because it was glorious. I wish they all went like that. Absolutely fabulous. It has been one of my favourite removals so far. A, because it's so quick, but B, because it just looks really good. And there's his ear, not looking too bad. Yes, there is a thin layer of dead skin on there. I'm not messing around with that. It fixed his problem, he could hear a lot better. Stay tuned in a bit. I'll quickly tell you about the two ears, and then I need your help. I've got a couple of questions to ask you. Second one here was, and I didn't know at the time, until halfway through, you might hear the lady admit it actually in the audio, that she was a cotton bud user. I should have known really when I saw this. And she'd pushed it right up into the roof of her ear canal. And it's quite pronounced actually, the area that she's got up there, which you'll see afterwards, quite unusual. She's got like this, it goes like uphill, and there's like it's like a loft conversion or an attic conversion. Your normal ear canal, then it just has this section right up in the roof, and that's where she'd managed to push this, and that's why it was a bit tricky to remove. Very sticky as well. I think another reason why it took longer than it should have done is I didn't realise until I'd been mulling about with it for a bit the tube was blocked. I should have thought really, because you can hear the noise, or you can't hear the noise, should I say, when the tube blocks. Was quite retracted as well, this eardrum, so I've asked the specialist to have a look at that just to see what's going on, because this thing she had here, it wasn't affecting the hearing in any way. Better out than in though, as the old saying goes. And the second two that you're going to see after this is what we call ear parcels. Why do you call them that? Because one of the techniques to remove is really tricky in a small ear canal as well. But one of the techniques we use, I know you'll see us when we do it, me and all the other guys out there, is you kind of have to fold in the skin from around the edges before you can start pulling this out. And this last one is a really good example of that. It's like wrapping up a little wax baby in some swaddling, if you like. But yeah, it was a good one. Anyway, speaking of the other guys, this is why I wanted to ask you a couple of questions, and I need your favour as well, favour from you all. So as you'll know, in a previous video I said in a couple of months' time I'll be doing a training course with Connor from Durham Hearing, which I'm very much looking forward to, and that will be Adam's practice from Alto Hearing. Go and check out his channel if you haven't already, and if you haven't already checked out Connor's channel at Durham Hearing, then please do so. I'd be surprised if any of you don't know his channel, because it's huge. And anyway, so I'm meeting up with him, with both of them. This is that area up at the top there. I don't know why I'm looking down there, up there. You can see what I mean. It's really pronounced, so it goes up there, really unusual. Yeah, what was I saying? So as you know, we're all three of us are meeting up. I don't think Adam's doing the training with Connor, unlike myself, but he will be there because it's his practice. And I've been chatting to Connor a little bit, and he suggested making some content, and so had a few ideas, but I wanted your ideas as well. So let me know in the comments what kind of content you would like to see from the three of us. The few early ideas I had was, I mean, I do my own ears every year or so, and they are due actually about a month before I'm having my training, but as a special treat for Connor, I'll not do it myself. I'll leave a bit in there so he can do, I've asked him if he wants to do clean my ears, and we can make a video out of that. It maybe narrate it, it's all time dependent this, whether we can do that or not, I don't know. But he seems up for that. And also what I suggested is, because I think we're getting together the day before, what I suggested was we do a Q&A. So my idea was that I would write a bunch of questions, some serious, some not so serious, you know me, and have them in a box or a bag, and they'd each pick out a question, and we'd answer it for you guys. And this was actually somebody else's idea. I can't remember who it was. So if that's you, make yourself known in the comments, and I give you some credit for it. Someone suggested earwax bingo. Now, what's that, you might think? So what my plan was as they're answering these questions, I'm going to give myself, Adam and Connor a card. If you've never played bingo before, then this won't make any sense to you. And that card will have like 5-10 words on it. And whenever somebody says that word, you say, hey, I've got that word. I've got that word ear on my list. And so they tick that off. And they keep ticking off those words whilst we're answering the questions. And obviously, whoever crosses out the most words that we've said will be the winner at the end. Silly, I know, but I think it's a good way of just initiating a chat and having a conversation. I think it should be fun anyway. What the prize should be, I don't know. I'm going to nominate myself as Quizmaster, but I'll play part in it as well. So maybe I should give them one of these as a prize. I don't know whether they'd like a mug with my ugly mug on it that says another time for a brew because another wax baby safely delivered. I may well get both of them one. Don't tell them this stuff. Might leave it for a surprise. And the second thing I needed your help with, so you can see we've got this nice ear parcel out. So I'm wrapping it up and folding it. I think we needed a bit of oil as well. Anyway, the second thing I needed your help with was I got pestered in my comments a while ago, and this was as a result of Taylor and Reese's live, which they did, because I got a lot of comments on my video saying, they said they're up for a collaboration. Please do it, please do it, please do it. And I got pestered to heck. And you know me, I'm up for anything. I'm up for anything. So I did reply to them. I've never spoke to either of them before. Love the work, but I never spoke to either of them before. But I left them a comment on their live saying, yeah, guys, I'm more than happy to collaborate in any way. If you want to do a joint live, joint Q&A, that's absolutely fine by me. Because I think someone sent them in a question saying, how about the four of you? I mean, myself, Neil, Connor, and well, actually 5, isn't it? Reese and Taylor would you all do something jointly? And yeah, I'm 100% up for that. So if you want to let them know in their comments, go and get them pestered like their followers pestered me, then feel free to let them know that, yeah, I'd be more than happy to get together and do pretty much anything. I'm an open book. So anyway, let me know in the comments down below if you've got any suggestions for content, by the way, for when Connor and Adam and myself get together, which hopefully should be exciting, and will be due in October. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, but for now, take care of yourself, and I'll see you soon. Ta-da.